We are live.
What's up, guys? This is Big Dru. This is Titan Lifestyle. It's Friday once again in the studios by myself today. Want to give a shout out to John. He's holding it down, taking care of business owner stuff. But we got another great show for you guys today. As always, great topics and Titan events are going to start coming up almost every weekend. So we'll get you guys locked in with the schedule of what's going on with Titan. First, want to give a shout out. Let's see who's on. We got Curtis. Shout out to Curtis, CEO Blue Nutrition. Shout out to him. Shout out to Wayne Tillis. Oh, Wayne. I haven't seen you since the Mirage days. How you guys doing over there? Got Believer on here. Everybody's on. That's good, guys. Keep tuning in. Again, this is Titan Lifestyle. We're just getting started. Topics coming up and events as well. We got Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Another Titan in the house. Online, I should say. We got Byron. Everybody's on here. Phoenix.
Right, yeah, you see him up here on the screen. Right.
Fitness DMK.
There you go. All these people. Right here.
Always good to see you guys coming back. I know I've seen fitness before. I've seen a lot of you guys before, so it's good you guys coming back. It means we're keeping you interested, which is always good.
Ask them why they keep coming back, guys.
Why you guys keep coming back? What's keeping you guys tuned in? Is it me? Is it John? Is it us? Is it the events? Is it the topics? Is it just to see if what we're doing is real? A lot of time people like to check out, websites and stuff. Oh, they watch it even though they don't believe in it, just so they have an argument. That could be a reason that you're watching it too. I got plenty of arguments for you guys, so shoot away. But yeah, Titan Therapy of the Week, guys. Let's start off with that. It's Hercules Potion. Guys, this stuff is insane. It's injectable aminos and vitamins. Basically the same stuff you would get with your powder mixes, the typical BCAA powder mixes, but it's injectable form. It's water-based. And you only need a small, like a drop of it into your muscle before you work out. It's injected IM, so basically if you're doing your biceps, you do maybe 1 ml, 30 gauge, half-inch insulin needle, real small. It's about the length and size of an earring back, but it's even thinner. Of an earring stud, I should say, even thinner, like the actual part of an earring. So you just spot inject the muscle and just go train it. And the pump is insane, guys. Like it's insane. I've eaten ridiculous amounts of food to try to get the same pump. I've taken all those garbage powders used to mix up with carbs and aminos and all that way to get the pump. I can get a decent pump like that, but it's nowhere close to Hercules. And another thing I have when I do that is my stomach's full of just junk. So it's really hard to work out when you're taking so much orally and you have to actually put it in your stomach to get the pump. When it goes straight to the muscle, your stomach stays flat, no bloat, no heartburn. It's a lot easier to push, especially leg days. If you guys have a leg day, it's real hard to eat like a big, huge, heavy carb meal to get your fuel for your workout and then go train with all that stuff in your stomach. So if I do legs, I trained legs this morning, I'll eat a smaller meal. And then right before I go train, I'll take my Hercules, and I'm able to push, and not have that weight in my stomach. So I'm able to get through the workout. But we tried it out this weekend. Actually, this week, I should say. Shout out to Andre and John. We hit it up at MI40 on Wednesday. We had a little Hercules party before we went over there. We got some videos for you. Art got some good footage. We'll give you guys the videos of us actually taking the stuff before we went to train. But it was a crazy workout. The veins were flowing. The weight was flowing. It was a great day, great pump, and the video will be coming up soon. You guys can see on the screen, that was me on 2 days ago, actually, on Wednesday. And that's not edited. I mean, the lighting is a little bit, but that's pretty much how it is. That we didn't throw extra veins in there or anything. That's basically how, a lot of these people say, oh, you're adding veins, you're editing this and that. That pic right there is basically how it is. Obviously, I stood directly underneath the light, so it hit everything perfectly. But those veins are real, and those veins are basically because of Hercules Potion. And again, before this workout, I only had 1 cup of oatmeal, half a banana, and like maybe half of a cup of egg whites, which normally I would have twice that much. And the pump was there. I didn't have to load up on the carbs, didn't have to load up on the food. The pump was there. And it's not just the pump, guys, the endurance that I get off this. I could push the same amount of weight over and over again. So normally, guys, if you're doing bench press or back, oh yeah, I'll do deadlift 3 sets of 10. With this, you'll do like 5 sets of 10. So it just keeps the endurance going. If your endurance is up, you're pushing more blood into the muscle, what's going to make your muscle grow. It's going to look better anyway. It's going to help you work out anyway. Whether it's performance or it's cosmetic. If you're trying to change the way your body looks or you're trying to perform better, Hercules Potion is where to go. A lot of times people use Hercules Potion, they just think pump, big veins. But if you're a runner or if you're like a CrossFitter or anything like that, this stuff will benefit you guys almost more than it will someone like me, because you're going to be able to go and go and go. The endurance is crazy. And again, if you're doing like high intensity, like almost marathon type workouts, CrossFit, triathlon, fuel. So when you put all that fuel in your stomach, now you got to go run with it. With an extended stomach full of food, the Hercules, you're not going to have that problem. Small meal, couple of mLs, and you're ready to go all day long. See what else we got on here. So Dwayne Day.
Fitness DMK said he comes for the topics, ideas, all of it. It's very cool, man.
Shout out to Fitness DMK. He said he watches for the topics, the ideas, all of it. That's great. He also said he trains fasted in the mornings. Is that not what should be going? You're asking if you train fasted. Are you training fasted, or are you doing cardio fasted?
That's your goal, yeah.
And again, what body part are you training fasted too? Because I mean, there's certain things you can do fasted. It's better not to, but I mean, if you're doing calves or maybe triceps or something, maybe. But you definitely don't want to be training back or legs fasted. So I would recommend, if you're doing fast, the only thing to do fasted would be cardio. You don't want to become catabolic. You need fuel in there to build muscle. So
is he trying to build muscle? What's he doing? He said he trains fasted.
Said you're training fasted. When you say you're training fasted, is it first thing in the morning? Because a lot of times people say they train fasted and they say, I train at 6 p.m. I stop eating at 12 noon or whatever. So are you training in the morning fasted? If you are, I wouldn't recommend it if it's working for you. And if you may feel good doing it, but in terms of getting a benefit or putting on muscle, it's going to be hard, because when you have breakfast, guys, what breakfast is you're breaking from your fast. So if you go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, if you don't wake up until say 6 a.m., that's 7 hours you've already gone with no food in your body. Or actually that'd be 8 hours. 8 hours or 8 or 7 hours with no food in your body. So again, and then to go train fasted after not eating for 7, 8 hours for another hour or two, and then before you get home, I mean, you're almost going 10 to 12 hours with no food in your body. That's almost not fasting. That's almost like intermittent fasting. So I would definitely have some food. He said he works out at 6 a.m. in the morning.
He must be cutting or something.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't train fasted. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your coach. I'm not your doctor. I'm not your trainer. But I wouldn't train fasted, especially if you're trying to put on lean muscle. It may feel good for you, but I don't think it's going to be beneficial. I mean, you need a little bit of fuel in there, even if it's something small, like say, I don't know, maybe 3 whole eggs and a cup of rice, something small. Eggs are good because it's quick digesting protein. It's not so heavy. I wouldn't eat a steak and potatoes before you go train in the morning. But so he's never lost. I've lost a lot of fat, but I'm trying to keep my muscle mass. Exactly. Again, you'll lose fat the same way you would lose fat doing fasted cardio. But again, if you're training muscle groups fasted, you're losing fat, and I mean, I'm assuming you're going to be losing muscle too. Your body's going to become catabolic because you're going to be trying to, build muscle with no fuel. It's like driving your car with no gas in it or the engine light on. Yeah, you may be able to ride for a little bit, but after a while, you're going to have other problems. So if you can, I would say train later on during the day when you can get your meals in, or again, just eat something small, real small. I mean, even if you have to do a shake, I'm not a shake guy, but even if you have to do a shake to get something in your system.
You want to go on to the first topic now? Yeah,
let's get into the first topic, guys. This first one's kind of crazy. All the tech stuff's going on. Like, people can just do tech. You can send stuff. You can receive stuff. Now, you know how it is now with the Wi-Fi, where you could just send someone the Wi-Fi code so they don't know what it is. But basically, I don't know if you guys are familiar with airdrop, what airdrop is. If you have an iPhone and you want to send someone a photo or video or link, if you go to the share button, you'll see it almost looks like a blue thumbprint or fingerprint. It's called airdrop. What that is you could send it to someone else's phone, and they automatically just go straight to their phone and hit accept, and it goes into their library. Now, what happened with this is basically a kid was on an airplane. He figured out, okay, I'm gonna just do it as a joke. I'm gonna airdrop some of these people on the plane some pictures, some inappropriate pictures or videos. He did that. The people got the pictures. And again, when you get airdrop, if you guys are Android, people aren't familiar with what it is. If I send you a picture on airdrop and you have an iPhone, it's gonna say that someone's trying to send you something, and you hit accept. Once you hit accept, You don't have to save it. You don't have to go into an inbox. It immediately goes into your library or your photo gallery stored in your phone. So when you hit that first image, you may not see the whole image of what it is. It may be like a video with a beginning. So a lot of times people will see that, oh, what's this? Someone trying to send me something. They hit accept. Again, you're on an airplane. You're about to go on a trip. A lot of times people are traveling. They're sending pictures, doing all this stuff. Make a long story short, he sent a bunch of airdropped a bunch of inappropriate pictures to people in the plane. They actually had to evacuate the damn plane. I mean, I don't know what they got out of it evacuating the plane, but yeah, it causes huge headache. People had to get new flights, and I mean, I'm sure people were complaining. I'm sure people were asking for refunds, and it may have messed up people's holidays or vacations, whatever they're going on. But
people out, and that's what it had. He had it was an airsoft gun photo. So you know what I mean. I mean, if somebody's airdropping photos on the airplane,
right,
you're gonna hijack the plane.
Right. Yeah. So I guess it was like a security issue, but it's just crazy that you can do that. I mean, I've even seen people where if someone's at a bar and they see a TV screen up, they'll try to pull up a video, and you could actually do it. You could actually, if it's set up for it, you could actually just Bluetooth it or airdrop it right to the screen. So, guys, don't do it. You'll get in trouble for it. I mean, if you're at your friend's house and you know the guy that's on his TV, that's one thing. But if you're out in public, don't airdrop stuff. Don't send stuff. It seems like it's small, but again, people are getting arrested for this. People are getting, they're evacuating planes and all this stuff for us. If you don't know who the person is, don't send them anything. And again, just like I keep saying over and over and over again, you guys, like, they're watching everything you do. People, you'll see text messages about someone that got murdered, and they'll be like, yeah, well, look at the text message. Or some idiot pedophile or something like that sending messages or something. They're watching everything, guys. So, I mean, it's just crazy to think that you're going to get away with something. But again, he probably just thought people were going to laugh it off. But
can you imagine if you were going to like a funeral or something and this happened? I'd be
yeah. It'd be bad too. You don't know what people are doing when they're traveling. Shout out to Karen. We got one of my clients on. Karen, want to give her a shout out real quick.
We got all these people joined.
Yeah, we got a lot of people on today.
Jessica,
Big Mac, Jessica, M. Foza, Joseph Pasoda, Alex Nuzo, Nershad, Fuzat. Again, Fitness DMK, Ghost of Me. A lot of people on today.
Airdrop TV video to a TV.
Someone's asking on mine about what about someone who cannot gain weight?
You already know.
What are you asking in reference to? You asking in reference to training fasted? Because you're asking about you just wrote what about someone who cannot gain weight? If you be more specific about that, then I'll hook you up.
Here's the answer to that one.
Oh, there we go. MK677. Yeah. I think he was asking about someone who cannot gain weight.
Like,
are you looking for someone? I'm not sure. If you're looking to gain weight, again, MK677. That's probably the quickest weight gain thing that we have. It's going to make you eat like crazy.
Even Dwayne Dake, so he piped up on that one. MK677 up here. He knows.
Yeah. I'm probably going to throw a little bit of MK in before the Olympia just to gain a little bit, get a little bit stronger for some photo shoots and videos out there. But yeah, if you want to gain weight, say no more. MK677 will have you eating like crazy. It's a capsule, so you don't have to inject yourself. For all you needle haters out there, you basically just wake up, take one pill a day. It's going to make you eat like crazy. It's going to make you sleep better, and you're actually going to grow. It's going to increase your growth hormone. It's going to help your connective tissue. It's going to help your ligaments. You're going to get a lot stronger off it too. You're going to have a little bit of water underneath your skin and joints for a little bit of lubrication. But if you can keep your sodium low and keep your water in check, you can still get lean off of it, lean mass. When I take it, I stay fairly lean. I just clean up my diet a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that's there's illegal anabolic steroids that don't work as good as that, and they have a slew of side effects. The only side effects I've ever gotten with MK677 again is if there's food in front of me, I'm going to eat it. So make sure there's clean food. And again, it will make you. Sometimes it makes people a little sleepy. I noticed it a little bit, kind of went away. But if that's the situation, you just take it before bed. You have a better night of sleep anyways. You grow in your sleep anyways, so it's going to help you sleep better. It's going to help you eat better, and you definitely will grow. So anyone who's trying to gain weight, they always ask Titan, what's the one thing you could take that's going to help you gain weight, gain muscle? MK677.
All right. So the next topic is the new study.
Yeah, next topic is a new study saying that exercise may boost kids' vocabulary. This is a great one because I love it's crazy, but I love vocabulary, grammar, and math. It's always been I've always loved it in school, and I love the exercise, and I hate child obesity, so this is like perfect for me. Stuck out to me, but yeah, they did a study with kids ages 6 to 12 where they basically taught them words, and they one set of kids they taught them words and they had them swim, either before or after, and then the other kids they taught them the words without swimming, and then some kids they gave them a set of words doing CrossFit exercises. The kids that didn't do any type of activity had lower test scores. It was like 13% higher of the people. The kids who swam had a 13% higher rate on their the vocabulary scores. So basically, what it's saying is kids that exercise better have their brain has the ability to pick up on things better. So they can do better, better in school, which is good. I mean, I know a lot of kids that start sports early usually do well in school early. I mean, there's always exceptions here and there, but I've always been big on sports. Sports help kids grow, but not just athletically, but as a give them direction, gives them a sense of working together as a team, accomplishments, failures, all the stuff that comes on with life. But yeah, it's crazy because the people that did the CrossFit, the kids that did the CrossFit, their scores were actually higher, and they said that the reason why is because you have to think when you're doing CrossFit. If you're swimming, you're just 1, 2, 1. You're not really thinking. But if you're CrossFit, you have to think. You have to think how many reps, how many sets. So that thinking kind of like sets up their brain that puts them into learning mode where they can actually learn better. So this is great for me. I'm going to look more at this study. I'm going to look at more articles on this because I love stuff like this. I'll probably be up all night reading stuff on this. But I think it's great. I think that they should have mandatory physical education like they used to have in schools. Like nowadays they're cutting stuff out. They're cutting out gym class. They're cutting out this. But if this is true, if this really works where exercise is going to help kids, then I would say if we're having physical education first period every day. You go to school, you go to gym, get your body revved up, ready to go, then you just learn all day. So another great topic, guys. I'm going to look more into it, give you guys more details. But yes, physical activity and exercise with kids does increase their vocabulary. And if it increases their vocabulary and grammar, I'm going to assume it's going to increase their mathematical skills and other stuff too, and life skills. Yeah, life skills, everything. So it's good.
So you want to talk about Jeep Fest this weekend? We actually have
Jeep Fest. Yes, Jeep Fest, guys. This weekend it's going to be in St. Pete. It's been a year already. I can't believe it. These Jeep people are kind of crazy, guys. It's like their own little, the Harley has their own, the little bikers have their own thing, the Jeep people have their own thing. A lot of good Jeeps out there. Titan girls will be out there. Come by the booth, grab a t-shirt, hit the iPad, take a pic with them if you want. Take a pic with some of the Jeeps. It's going to be a lot of great Jeeps out there, guys. Again, it's going to be tomorrow, which is Saturday, July 31st. Show and shine. The gates open at 3:30 p.m. and the judging starts at 5. So there's going to be a contest with these Jeeps, guys. These Jeeps are tricked out, jacked up, blinged out, lights, all kinds of stuff. But it's going to be a great event. Obviously, Titan sponsoring the event. It's going to be at Quaker Steak and Lube, which is in Clearwater. That place is pretty cool too. It's right off the highway, guys. They got food and everything right there. Big open parking lot. Went to a strongman competition over there, so it's a good venue, good setup too. Easy to park, easy to get to. Over 250 plus Jeeps. Music, raffle. It's going to be a great time. So come out, kid friendly. You want to bring out the kids, bring the wife, walk around. It's going to be a laid back atmosphere. It's probably going to be a little hot out there, so yeah, you bring your sunglasses, bring your umbrella, whatever. It's going to be a great night, and let's get some more events going on next weekend. Well, not next weekend, but yeah, actually it is next weekend.
Starts Thursday.
Tampa Pro. The Tampa Pro. Last time we had a pro show in Tampa, it was a New York Pro that was relocated to Tampa. This is the actual Tampa Pro in Tampa, at the Hyatt, at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa. Tim Garner, shout out to Tim Garner. He puts on great events. He's a great judge, good guy too. So it's going to be one of his shows. It's a national qualifier for you NPC people. If you want to get qualified to go to nationals, this is the show to do it. And it's also a pro show, which is an Olympia qualifier. So if you want to see last time people trying to qualify to go to the Olympia, a lot of times people They think they're going to make a couple shows. They don't do well, so it's like they weren't planning to do this, but now they have to qualify. So again, national qualifier for NPC, Olympia qualifier for Pro. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be at the Grand Hyatt, and that's going to be starting up, I believe, Thursday's check-ins, I believe.
Yeah, Thursday check-ins.
Yeah, Thursday's check-ins. Friday,
8:30.
let me see, 8:30. The Wings of Strength is starting out with the pros. But it's going to be a 2-day show, 2-day show.
2-day show. Sunday is the pool party at the pool there at the Hyatt.
Yes, pool party at the Hyatt, guys. So you might want to hit that sauna, that cardio, tighten up for the pool party. But yeah, it's going to be a great show, guys. I'll be there. There'll be some other Titan athletes will be there. And we also have a special. I got something special going on for you guys at the Tampa Pro. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But we will be giving out some things to people for free. And it's not T-shirts. It's not leggings. It's not sports bra. It's a lot better than that. But it will be free at the Titan booth. So make sure you come by, check out the Titan booth. I'm not going to spoil anything. But again, it's not clothes. So, we have here at Titan. So you can kind of, process of elimination if you want to. But it's going to be something that you would definitely have to pay a lot of money for. Not a lot of money, but you'd have to pay for it. So come by the booth, check it out. Free. And I don't want to give it away.
All right, you want to look at some comments here?
Yeah, let's go to some comments, see who's on here.
Yeah, all right.
I see someone on here, Bruce Baker Music. Shout out to Bruce Baker. He's a gospel singer, got an album coming out. He's also hitting it hard in the gym. But he's asking me when a bodybuilder knows he's ready for a show like that. Oh, when would a bodybuilder know he's ready for a show like that? I would basically say ask someone else who's competed before. A lot of times if you've never competed, you're like, people want to compete, but they're not sure if they're ready. I was the same way for years and years. People were telling me to compete. I was like, no, I'm not ready. You need to basically ask someone who's competed before or ask someone who is a coach that knows what the judges and things are looking for. I've met you before. It's been about, I'm not sure, a year, but you got great genetics for this sport. You got great genetics for this sport. So, I would just basically ask someone, ask a coach, ask someone who's competed, or even ask a judge. If you can go to a local show, Tampa Pro is coming up this week, and that'd be a great time to come to a show, maybe talk to a judge or just see what the show's about before you just step into it, just to see what the competitors look like. And then as you're at the show, you could also ask people too, like, hey, do I look all right? People are going to be like, man, I thought you were competing today. And then next thing you know, it's going to give you that mental boost. Because a lot of times you don't realize how good you look. I'm the same way. I don't realize if I'm gaining size or this and that. I'm always covered up. And then I went to a couple shows and people were like, I thought you were competing today. I'm like, no, I'm not even dieting right now. That right there is all it took to jumpstart me and to be like, okay, I could do this. So basically just ask someone and see where you're at. If you haven't competed before, don't just look in the mirror and say, I'm ready. Because it's hard to do that. You need to ask someone. But again, you have crazy genetics. You'll be there.
All right. So we've got some more. Well, from the comments about the
Hulk Squad's asking, why do you think Chinese do exercise every morning? That is a great question, especially what I just followed up on when I said, kids should be doing physical education first thing in the morning. Maybe the reason why the Chinese are doing the exercise in the morning is because it's kind of like the physical activity with the kids in swimming. A lot of times people meditate in the morning, kind of like sets the brain up for the day. But great question, Hulk Squad. I think now it kind of makes sense why they do that. But before I read this article, I was like, why? I was kind of thinking the same way. Why do they all have a routine they do in the morning? Anybody else got any questions? Hulk Squad is asking, been scientifically proven that weight training improves brain function. Great one.
Yeah, stating it, yeah. So it has been scientifically proven that weight training improves brain function. That's a fact.
Yeah. Basically, you're training your brain, train your body.
All right, man. I think that's the show. If you want to go ahead.
That's pretty much it for the day, guys. Again, the Titan Vets are coming up. I told you about Jeep Fest, which is tomorrow. We've got the Tampa Pro starting on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And also the Olympia is going to be coming up. That's October 7th. We have the Florida State show coming up. That's August 14th. That's a Deke show. Shout out to Deke, great friend of ours here at Titan. And again, Cars and Couture, that's going to be in November. And we also have the Atlantic Coast, which is also in November too. So, guys, plenty of events. Check the website for the schedule. I'll be here every week. I'll be right back here next week with John at 2 p.m. every Friday Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are on YouTube, hit the bell. Make sure you're notified of events like this. If you guys have an iPhone, go to the search, type in Titan Lifestyle Podcast, and you can check out all the podcasts. You can listen to us. You can listen to old shows, new shows. And if you guys are looking to find out when events are, that's a great thing to do, is check it out from the podcast. Because a lot of time the events, the flyers may change for the marketing, so you may not catch it on the story or on the time. But if you listen to the podcast, every week we tell you about the events here at Titan. So if you need to figure out what the events are, go to the podcast. Again, that's the podcast. Check out the YouTube. I'll be here back next week. Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru. Have a great weekend.